next important trade is trade from the bottom. That means when there is a trade from the bottom, means stock has fallen down quite a lot and it's about to take a bounce from there, right? That means the stock is about to take a bounce from there. So what does it really mean? The stock is falling down. So here the stock is falling down like this, right? And one day you see a bullish reversal candlestick formation happening, and you see the MACD crossover happening, which is the bullish crossover happening, and you see the RSI going from 40 from bottom to 40 and then crossing 60. Then there is a trade in the making, a trade from the bottom. So when the candlestick leaves the 10 moving average in the upward direction, if you see a price rejection, something like this, then it's definitely a very, very nice trade, right? This is a very, very nice trade. So this is called a trade from the bottom. So let's read it again. What does it say? Price is at the end of a significant downtrend. So price has been falling down. Here you can see the price has been falling down and the bullish reversal candle has formed. So what are the bullish reversal candle patterns? You have the bullish engulfing, bullish harami, piercing candle, then you have morning star. These are your reversal patterns. Then MACD bullish crossover should happen and the RSI should go from 40 to 60 from below. Wait for candles to leave 10 moving average or look for the price rejection in 15 minutes at the lower level and ensure that the moving averages have a good distance between them, right? So the stock will have a plenty of space to go up, right? This is called trade from the bottom, right? A bottomed out stock giving an opportunity for us to buy. So let's go to the market and see where this kind of a trade is happening, right? Stock has fallen down, and let me take you to some good stocks where we saw the trade from the top. We should have an opportunity for the trade from the bottom. So here is the trade in Hindalco. This is the trade in Hindalco trade from the bottom. So here is one trade. You can see here MACD crossover, RSI crossover, and when the candles go above the 10 moving average, right? See the price rejection at the lower levels and see how it has gone up. I hope I'm making it clear. MACD crossover, RSI crossover from 40 and then to 60, and then the price rejection at the lower level. Candles going above 10 moving average, we have this much space for the movement, right? Let me tell you how many points it could have been. So the bottom out here was 240 and this is 255, good about 15 points that we get, right? That's not less, if you consider it's a future stock, you consider that it is having a lot size of 3,500, so it's straight away 35,000 rupees, right? So look at some other trade from the bottom. Wherever you had trade of top, there you will find the trade of bottom as well. The stock which goes up will come down, the stock which has gone down will come up. So you will find the trade from bottom. Let me look into if I could find a good trade in VEDL. So see here, this is a trade in VEDL, right? MACD crossover, RSI crossover, and the stock is taking a good support on 200 moving average. See this price rejection. It's a Marubozu candle on this day, on the 15th of December. One can create a buy position at this time at 290, and where does it take you? 312. Good about 22 points, which is huge when you consider that it's a future stock, right? When you consider that it's a future stock, it's a huge value. Let me take you and show you some other possibility, some other stocks where trade from the bottom has happened. This is PCJ, right? PCJ. It's a very, very volatile stock, Of course, it's been falling down here. See, it's been falling down straight from the top. It was a trade from the top, and see how beautifully it has fallen. Then trade from the bottom, right? See here, morning star, and it's a trade from the bottom, right? So right now it's again experiencing a resistance. So let's see somewhere here if we could find a trade from the bottom. This is a very, very volatile stock. You have to be master of volatile stocks to be able to trade in them, As I told you, if you master only few stocks, you'll be able to create good trades. So see here, this is MACD crossover, this is RSI crossover, and here it is taking the support on 200 EMA, and this is a morning star. And after that, the value of this particular stock has gone up from here 180 to about 196, right? 190 to 180 to 196. You can find it at various other places. You know, this trade from the bottom, you will often find at various places. I mean, I trade them a lot. So see here, this is again a trade from the bottom. MACD crossover, RSI crossover, and when the candles come above 10 moving average and a green candle, you can create a buy here, 250 to 47, and it goes up till about 260. So good amount of, you know, opportunity that you get. The beautiful, you know, bottom trade from bottom here. It's a tweezer bottom, almost tweezer bottom, bullish engulfing, MACD crossover, RSI crossover, and the moment price leave 10 moving average, you have a beautiful entry, right? I will tell you how can you exploit this situation. When you want to trade in equity, just buy the stocks that you want to buy. But if you want to trade in future, you can also go ahead and buy the future lot. But options, there are two ways to trade in it, and I will tell you how do you trade using using both the methods, right? So see here, which trade is this? Which pattern is this? Can you recognize? Please tell me which pattern is this. Of course, I'm talking to you while recording the session, but still, before I say, can you say in your mind or write it down on a paper and see which pattern is this? This is actually bullish harami. The market has been going down, down, down. A very, very major big candle of bearish candle, and the next day candle has formed within the body of the previous candle, right? And see, it has gone up. So it's a reversal pattern. MACD crossover, RSI has already crossed over. The moment candle goes above the 10 moving average, you can go long in this particular stock. So from here, which is 306, it gives you way above, but let's take up till this point. It gives you 306 to about 324 or 326, good about 20 points. It's a very small trade because the moving averages are very close. But I would love to trade when the distance between moving averages is a lot. Then it gives you pretty good trades. Let me take up some other example. Maybe I take you somewhere. Maybe Reliance Capital will show us a good trade. Reliance Capital I have traded many times. So see here, beautiful trade. Look at this trade, right? You see here, double bottom, same price has bounced back twice. MACD is already crossed, right? But RSI did not cross. RSI plays a very, very important role. According to me, I will pay utmost importance to RSI. So when RSI crossed here, right? Let me take a pen. When RSI crossed here, MACD, has already crossed. Rather, it's taking the support from at this place and then going up. The moment candles go above 10 moving average, you see a huge momentum, beautiful momentum coming up. The stock travels from 424 to 608, good about 175 or 180 points. It's a huge momentum for a future stock, right? It's a huge, huge momentum for a future stock. Let's take up a few more examples from, Reliance Capital. Look into this trade. This candlestick pattern. Which candlestick pattern is it? Can you recognize? This is bearish, bullish harami, right? And MACD crossed over somewhere here, and the RSI also crossed over here. The moment candles, you can be alert from this point, but the moment candle goes below 10 moving average, you have an opportunity for entry, right? You have an opportunity for entry. So from here, the stock has gone up and up and up and up and up till about 804. From 565 to 804, the stock is just unstoppable, right? So beautiful trades from the bottom, right? These are the trades which will get you huge amount of money. Look at this trade. So see here, it's almost like, you know, I mean, both the candles, see, market has been falling down, massive, you know, bearish candle, then the price rejection at the lower level, and next day it's a green candle. MACD crossover, wait for RSI to cross over, and the moment candles go above 10 moving average, from 307 it takes you to 352, and then it further takes you to about 441, right? Good momentum for a future stock. Look at this trade from the bottom. MACD crossover, RSI crossover happened somewhere here, right? So remain alert, because this is no trade zone for us. We will wait for the moving averages to go above 448, and the moment price goes above this particular value, we can go long. What should be our stop loss? A candle before this. So 448 is when we're going to enter into the stock, and our stop loss will be 437, good about 10-11 points below, and see here how it takes you up, right? How the stock is taking you up. So these are the trades from the bottom. Let me look into Reliance Infra. That stock also gives pretty good trades, beautiful trades it provides us. So I'm looking for trade from the bottom, right? I'm looking for the trade from the bottom. So here, so see here, which candlestick pattern does it look like to you? To me, it looks like morning star, right? And still there is no confirmation. RSI is below 40. MACD is also not crossed over. Wait for all the parameters to meet. RSI has to be above 40. And at 479, you have an entry from 479 to about 526. Good points you will be able to accumulate, right? So these are the trades from the bottom. See, beautiful trade from the bottom. MACD crossover, RSI crossover. This is no trade zone for us, but this gives a pretty much indication that the stock is definitely not going below this value. Okay, and when this tweezer bottom happens, RSI goes above 10 moving average, you can go long. From here 458 till about 506, good about 50 points you will be able to accumulate, right? So the trades from the bottom, hope I'm making you understand and you are finding them meaningful, right? So please fine tune your eyes, go through each and every stock. As I told you, take about 10 stocks which you should know every day what's happening in them. Take stocks, two stocks from different segments. You know, you take it from, let's go to the segment and figure out, you know, what segments can you select. So go to NSE India and go to the live market, go to the, you know, you go to the index. And here you get all the indexes, you know, like take this few stocks from, you know, banking stocks to auto stocks to FMCG stocks to IT stocks to leave media if you want. There's only one which does well, you know, Z Media. And then you can take metal stock to pharma stock to PSU bank stock to private bank stock and to reality stock. That takes care of your entire length and breadth of the market, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 or 11. So 20 stocks are the ones that you will be, you know, and take one or two from the energy also, like ONGC or BPCL or IOC, any one of them you can take and watch them on a regular basis. See which candlestick formation is happening in them and react to them by creating correct positions. So see here from beautiful trade from the top, right? So in infra you can take DLF and you can take even, you know, there are pretty good stocks, you know, you have IRB Infra, you have Reliance Infra, you have DLF. These are infra stocks which do pretty good, right? So from here you can create good trades. If you just monitor a few stocks on a regular basis, you will be able to see good, you know, good trading possibilities in them. So this is all about trade from the bottom. And when you buy, you can buy in equity, and I do definitely use it in equity. Many a times I have given you stocks which are the stocks from the bottom, right? Many a times I have given you based on MACD crossover, RSI crossover, and the bullish engulfing or bullish harami or various other patterns I have given you. A lot of stocks, a lot of stocks I have given you. So this is how you trade from the bottom. Let's meet in the next slide, next video, which is about trade of support. One of my most favorite trade. If I want to buy, I always buy a stock on the support. So let's go to the next slide in the next video.